The Ultimate Fighter Latin America 3 finale, Dos Anjos vs Ferguson, is the 98th edition of the UFC Fight Night series. It is also the final night for the 3rd edition of the Ultimate Fighter Latin America series, and that match should be on the main card. The night will be headlined by former lightweight champion Rafael dos Anjos, who takes on Tony Ferguson in a possible title eliminator. The event, UFC Fight Night 98 Dos Anjos vs Ferguson, is coming up Saturday, November 5th, 2016, time to be announced, at the Arena Ciudad de Mexico, Mexico City, Mexico. And you can watch the main card on Fox Sports 1 and the preliminaries on UFC Fight Pass. For the main card, the lightweight bout, the former champion Dos Anjos, who's 25-8, has not fought since losing the belt to Eddie Alvarez in July. And while he is known for knockout power, with 5 wins, Dos Anjos has 8 submission wins. He will have his hands full with Ferguson, who's 21-3, who has won 8 straight and has the same amount of submission wins as TKO KO with 9. He can handle himself standing up or on the mat, and he can catch Dos Anjos if the former champ is too aggressive, which he might be after the Alvarez loss. Our pick for this fight is Ferguson. For another lightweight bout of the night, Dariush, who's 13-2, has won 6 of his last 7 and bounced back from a loss by knocking out James Vick in June. Magomedov, who's 19-1, has won 12 in a row, and he is 4-0 in the UFC. The former M1 welterweight champion has 9 knockout wins, while Dariush has black belts in Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and is very versatile. This is going to be a tough match to pick, but the edge goes to Magomedov's versatility. Our pick for this fight is Magomedov. For the women's strawweight bout of the night, Grasso, who's 8-0, makes her UFC debut in her native country, and she has 4 TKO wins as she's going to look to push the pace. Clark, who's 7-5, has lost 3 of her last 5 and was constantly beaten to the punch by Karolina Kowalskiewicz in May. That does not bode well for her against Grasso, who will get a boost from the crowd. If she can keep her nerves, Grasso should handle this. Our pick for this fight is Grasso. For another lightweight bout of the night, Sanchez, who's 26-9, will always have a spot in the UFC after winning the first middleweight tournament in the Ultimate Fighter, and he is one of the most exciting fighters in the history of the company. However, Sanchez has lost 4 of his last 6, and coming off a first-round knockout loss to Joe Lawson in July. Held, who's 22-4, was outclassed by Will Brooks in Bellator, both are in the UFC now, but bounced back to beat Dave Jensen in May. He makes his UFC debut with 12 submission wins, but Sanchez has never been submitted, and strangely, a knockout might be Held's best chance to win. He is the better choice for your UFC betting picks. Our pick for this fight is Held.